But notice, it says that by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. Let me ask you this. Has America been used to deceive the nations of the world? Is there a lot of deception coming out of America that is deceiving the entire world? And it says, by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. All nations. All nations have been deceived by the United States of America. And if you notice, one of the things that he brought up in verse 22 at the beginning was music. He said, the voice of harpers and musicians and of pipers and trumpeters. You have to understand, the United States has a great impact and influence upon all nations of this world. All nations. I mean, when it comes to fashion and clothing, who do you think sets the pace? Who do you think sets the standard? New York. Exactly. United States of America, New York. I mean, this nation produces the music that the world listens to. I mean, if you go, look, I've been all over Europe. I've been to, 11 countries in Europe. And in Europe, I don't care what country you're in, you listen to the radio, you're hearing American music. I mean, they don't even always understand the words because it's all in English. Of course, a lot of the young people in Europe all speak English. But when you're in Europe, I mean, they know all the American bands, all the American rock and roll and pop music, they listen to it over there. I mean, it is the most popular music all over the world. Is it godly music? No. Is it righteous? No. Is it of the Lord? Or would it be a sorcerous, wicked, ungodly music? That's a deceiving music. And not just the music, what about the movies? Where are all the movies made? Hollywood, California. And the movies that are made in Hollywood go around the entire world and are translated into every language on the planet, that's a major language. You're not going to believe this, but my wife used to work, and isn't this where you worked when I met you? Kinovelt. When I met my wife, and even when we got married, right? You had to put in your 2 weeks notice, right? My wife, literally, when I married her, she worked at a company that basically took American movies and Hollywood movies from America and put them into German and released them in Germany. That's the business that she was in. And look, that business is in every country. Because America makes these movies that cost, millions and millions of dollars. And guess what? It doesn't cost $100 million just to dub in some German voice or, French or Italian or Japanese or Chinese. And so these movies that put out whatever messages that Satan wants to put out, and these Hollywood movies are all embedded with the devil's messages. They're all embedded with what the devil wants people to think and believe and all of his agenda and his philosophy. And it's anti-Bible. It's anti-Jesus Christ. It's anti-family. It's anti-tradition. It's against everything that is good and righteous and wholesome and godly. And it's promoting fornication. It's promoting promiscuity. It's promoting adultery. It's promoting drunkenness. It's promoting drug use. It's promoting violence. And these movies that are put out in the United States of America have been used to brainwash the entire world. The TV shows of America have brainwashed the world. The rock and roll music of America has enamored and enchanted and brainwashed the world. The wickedness of our nation has spread throughout the world.